mid-December and we just came out for the first hot tent trip of the season. Camping on the ice tonight. It's supposed to be bitterly cold. Hopefully run into some brook trout. Just gonna check the ice, make sure it's safe.
What do you think we're working with?
I bet there's at least 6 inches.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, about 6 inches.
That's awesome.
Great. Aaron's just out for a day trip. I'm staying the night, camping here on the ice, and just sent the ice fishing camera down the hole. And I'm pretty sure it was a brook trout. It's hard to see the screen in this broad daylight, but a brook trout right away. So
we were trying to pick a spot to set up the tent for John to fish in, and I think we found it.
Yeah, promising.
All right, let's get that tent up then.
Yeah, a lot of work to do today. The fishing will probably come tomorrow. Hot tenting is high input, high output. You get a lot out, but it's a lot of work. The slush makes things pretty tough. These weigh like 10 pounds each. Sorry.
All good.
Stamped down my tent pad, so hopefully that's going to stay reasonably dry tonight. It's going to be a cold one.
Yeah, things get heavy once the slush starts clinging on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Well earned. Thanks for all your help.
You bet.
It's such a help to have Aaron out for the day.
Good start to winter.
Yeah.
I've got a window.
Snow anchors are what's going to hold the tent in place. Just bury them with snow, pack them in, and be rock solid. Looking good.
Hello.
Ta-da! All right, all set up, and Erin's taken off. She got her fresh air and exercise, and we really appreciate all your help. Thanks, honey.
Yeah, of course.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll come help you get back.
Yeah, she's even gonna come get some exercise tomorrow too.
Once I get too lazy.
What a wife. What a wife, what a life.
Come
I'll
here.
bring home some brook trout that you won't eat.
Okay.
She doesn't like seafood.
All right. Love you.
Love you. Well, I'm on my own for the night now. It's about minus 15 at the moment, heading for much colder, well into the minus 20s and well into the minus 30s with the wind chill in the morning. So, gotta try and make my firewood last, and otherwise I still have a bow so I can get more, but it'd be nice to just focus on fishing tomorrow. Test hole should still be open. There it is. Good. Getting water by boiling snow is a penis in the anus. I'd much rather have liquid water. I've been holding off on lighting the stove to conserve the firewood as much as possible for when it's really cold, but it's getting down there and I'm hungry, so it's time to let it rip. Pierogies were delicious, and now with full belly, I am falling asleep. End of a long hot tent camping day. I'm always tired, so I'm gonna wake up in good time and do lots of fishing tomorrow from the comfort of this hot tent. Stove is rocking. It's closing in on -20 out there, but it is luxurious feeling in here. Nasty out here this morning, -26, and with this 20km/h wind, it's supposed to feel like well into the -30s. I haven't even checked the forecast, but I know. Getting the auger warmed up for my hands because that metal is just brutally cold. And here's the remaining firewood, a little in behind the stove too, so I'm good to fish for a while. Time for a nice hot tea. I always keep some oven mitts handy in case there's an emergency with the stove. One big thick one, one little one for quick adjustments. Like if the door or damper are very hot, it's just easy to put on. And a little bellows for getting her going when the coals get low. It's 9 a.m. and the sun hasn't quite come into view yet. Oh, it's hot. I'm warming up with this. And then I got a fish for my lunch. This will help too. I've got what I call the quad. Instant coffee, raw sugar, powdered milk, and a little hot chocolate. Cheers. There it is at last. Feels so good. Beautiful sundog around it. No surprise on a cold day like this. Ice crystals in the atmosphere, sun passing through it just like a rainbow. That is beautiful. Split these ones up a little more, a bit quicker heat. And any exposed skin is just freezing. It's better. Oh, and that marvelous smell. It is a beautiful day to be alive. One hole. Two holes. And I've got this nifty tool for clearing out the slush. Just put it down straight, turn the handle. Didn't actually work that well. It always works better in the commercials. That's pretty cool. I like it. So I've got this ice fishing camera and a new toy, which looks exactly like a Pokeball. And this is going to be my most deluxe ice fishing setup ever. In the hot tent, with all the gadgets. Just drop this in the water, and it floats. As soon as I put it in the water, it turns on, and then it'll start reading sonar. There's 2 meters of water. I don't mind that at all. Brookies often be found shallow. I'm just gonna set that up there and get my line in. Some nice weeds around. Should be good. Sonar is showing some fish icons, for whatever that's worth. I've had that feature on a sonar before and it gets confused a lot, so I'm going to start out with this hair jig. Here we go. Sonar shows lots of fish marks, but I really doubt that. That fish I saw on the camera yesterday was really aggressive, so hopefully the same today. Got my cell phone mounted up there in the corner now, so I can see it. The ice fishing camera down there. This is pretty cool. Just need a fish. Classic ice fishing, that when I dropped the camera down yesterday and all my tackle is packed away, there's a fish right there. But at least I'm comfortable. I'm keeping it cool-ish, staying with my sweater on. It's like 10 degrees Celsius in here roughly. 50 Fahrenheit more or less. A lot better than out there. Just had a fish on the sonar. I can rewind it. You can see my lure going up and down and a fish cruise in and drift away. Encouraging to see though. I'm liking this little thing so far. It's super versatile. Not only can you use it for ice fishing like this, but it has attachment points. And you can actually attach it to your line, and if you're shore fishing, cast it out and get a map of the bathymetry for where you've cast it over on your phone. Or you control it behind a boat or a canoe and it'll build a map of the lake. A bathymetry map. So it's pretty cool. It can be recharged out here, which is really nice compared to my old big heavy sonar. This is tiny. It's pretty impressive. It's the deeper Chirp 2 Plus, I think. Doesn't catch the fish though. Those little fish symbols aren't reliable on sonars, but the flasher on the right side is what I'm really looking at. And there I can see my lure bobbing up and down, and if a good sized fish or decent sized fish comes in, definitely be able to distinguish it on the flasher, right on the right edge of the sonar. Might have had a bite. Yes! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Beautiful little brook trout. Oh. Dispatch it right away. Thank you so much. Oh, that's gonna be so delicious. That is one of the tastiest fish you'll ever eat. A small brook trout in particular. It's gonna be delicious. See if I can get one more. But I'll cook it up soon if I can't, because I'm gonna pack up and get out of here. It's gonna be real cold again tonight, and it hasn't warmed up at all, hardly actually. It's like minus 20 still, and still in the minus 30s with the wind chills. So don't want to get caught out here. And I can rewind the sonar and I'll show you what that looked like. There. I saw it come in there in the middle of the screen. I lifted up just slightly, and it came up with and hit. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I got it on a Swedish pimple. I also noticed some grubs in my firewood, so I put one on there, and sure enough, that did it. Hot tenting on the ice is really nice for ice fishing, but it's also quite a mess. And the stove does melt the ice somewhat, but it can't melt too deep because the water buffers the heat, and it has to melt through the water to the ice. It would take an absolute eternity. Sprinkled a little salmon spice on the skin. Well, that was a perfect opening to hot tent season. It is bitterly cold still, so I'm going to pack up quick, get out of here.